What's going on, guys? Chris here, back again with another market video for you guys today. In this video, I want to talk about how you guys can make some coins today on the market. Very big Friday here with the full team of the year, obviously in packs already, but we also are getting the 12th man in Lionel Messi, and we also are going to be getting something that I've been told about, like a U23 type player, whether it be like Holland or Felix or something like that. I don't know if it'll be in SBC or it'll be in packs, but something along those lines. I think they are going to come out, and I heard that they're going to do a lot of nice content today on the Friday, so it should be a great day. At the end of this video, I'm also going to show you guys who I packed in my team of the year. I did get one team of the year, as you guys can see on the bottom right. I did pack a team of the year, so we'll kind of show you that at the end of the video. Before we get into it today, if you guys can, just drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here. That'd be absolutely incredible. It's the easiest way for you guys to support the YouTube content. So, and also get involved with the Twitch in the description. My Discord, which is free. It's a free training Discord. Twitter, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. Just kind of like talking to you guys a little bit. My Twitch tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna be live for the content drop. We're gonna have about 200 plus packs here. These are all premium packs crafted earlier today as well. I've just crafted about 130 on like 2 different accounts. So we're going to have about 200 packs for tomorrow's live stream if you guys want to come in and hang out during that time. We'll be live around the content. So let's talk about some ways you guys can make some coins today. The first thing I always like to talk about is kind of like cards that have risen on Thursday that may drop off a little bit on the Friday. So, you know, cards that I'd be looking at today would be some out-of-pack specials that went up a lot today. Or I'd be looking at maybe some baby icons and, you know, looking at a lot of these cards, right? And some of the rises that I did see today, this is what I'd be looking at, right? Like this guy was in like the 700s. He's like 835. In the panic tomorrow, maybe he goes to like 780, right? I can easily see this guy being like 860, 870 later on the nighttime. You saw baby Garincha fly today as well. All of these guys, you know, the reason why they're so expensive is because, you know, look at the supply on these guys. You have no supply. They're less than a page. They've been out of packs for a while now, and they're still meta. They're still players that people want to use, right? Like a baby George Best, again, another one. Now, this would obviously be dependent, you know, looking at Garincha, looking at George Best. Anything you guys buy in the panic selling today before 6 p.m. UK or even around 6 p.m. is going to be determined based on the content that we do get today. So if we do get like a right wing, and I saw some people saying like right wing player moment Sun, that would kind of make the right wing market maybe drop off a little bit. Guys like Garincha, George Best, stuff like that, you may see some panic selling on them, so that could kind of mess up your investment a little bit. But I'd be really focusing on like cards that went up a good amount today. Like a lot of these serial links today, you know, they flew still. Like Lautaro Martinez, his freeze card today went to like 530k apparently. He's now back down to like 490. But again, if you find this in like the 450 or the 440 range, right, in the panic tomorrow, see what happens there. I would just be going through, if I were you guys, you know, just go on FUTBIN. All you gotta do, guys, to do this, by the way, you just go to FUTBIN homepage, current team of the week, all team of the weeks, and then just go through who rose the most yesterday, right? I'd be paying attention to a lot of headliners, a couple ones that have, I think, games on the line here. Bamba, see if he drops, because I think he's on the verge of a 4th win, and they're playing the 18th ranked side in Ligue 1. So this guy for me is going to probably bounce pretty quickly. I would pay attention to this guy as like a headliner that, you know, he's gonna have a significant game this weekend. But just kind of going through like what cards went up the most this past week. You know, this Cancelo, look at this, man. This Cancelo, I bought him at like 75k, right? Look how much he rose today. He went from 80k and he's up at 100. So he went up 20% today, if my math is correct. He went up 20% today in that investment. So, you know, look at cards that went up a lot today. I'm not gonna tell you guys like what specific cards to look at, obviously. Just kind of look at the cards on FUTBIN and see like which ones have gone up. We talked about baby icons, headliner Bamba, I'd really be paying attention to. Like a Cancelo, like a Carrasco, right? Guys that have won up today, they get links to these new players, right? The Serie A, people are still going to be crafting Dybala this weekend. People are still going to be crafting Boateng this weekend. If you see drop-offs on those cards, I would really be looking at picking them up. Bundesliga links, like I said to you, like for example, maybe a guy like Sancho would be somebody that I'm kind of like keeping my eye on, right? Maybe he goes to like 280 tomorrow, right? Just kind of like, and I'm looking at a lot of right wings here, which is kind of weird. Just kind of coincidence. But, he went from like 280 to 300. Maybe it drops back down to 285. I could see like a 305 to 310 later on the nighttime. Because what's going to happen is these guys, when all the lightning rounds are done and all the packs are kind of, being open. Remember, we have a lot of packs that are being saved tomorrow still. You have a lot of messy people that want to obviously pack him tomorrow. So they're going to save their packs. There's going to be a lot of PvP points ripped open. It's going to cause a lot of supply in the market. And that is why, for me, the out-of-pack market, there's going to be a lot of coins in that market to buy teams. And I think a lot of people also, I think, when it comes to, like, buying teams, two things was the reason why I don't think a lot of things rose today, besides maybe, like, the top tier cards, is because, first of all, the red picks were kind of messed up. And that's kind of big because people use their red picks in determining what do they do with links for their teams. But also, I think a lot of people are still waiting to buy their teams maybe on Friday night, because they had these save packs still. They kind of want to see what their coin total is after opening all their save packs. And today will be that last day that a lot of people are ripping all of their packs, because the full team of the year will be in packs with the 12 men, obviously. So, there's going to be a lot of coins coming to the market. For me, if I was trading today, I don't know how much I'm going to actually trade. Honestly, just this week in general is going to be more so like like a pack opening week, and then we'll kind of get back into that grind next Tuesday, next Wednesday. I'm going to really be focusing on, if I were you guys, icons. Baby icons, if they're dropping tomorrow, that's the market that I would be fixated on, okay? That is my tip to you guys for tomorrow. Now, another thing I would be looking at tomorrow would be fodder. Now, fodder's pretty good right now. Anyway, like, realistically, if you bought 84s at like 4.5 to 5, if you bought 85s at 10, if you bought 86 at like 17, right? Those aren't really going to go much lower. There's going to be a lot of SBCs that people have not done yet, right? You got a base or mid pack that people are going to be doing. You got Dybala to finish. You got Boateng to finish. You got Ribery to finish. Plus, whatever is coming out tomorrow, which we'll talk about that a little bit here. But really pay attention to fodder today. You can either buy them today before 6 p.m. or you can bank on the supply overrunning them, and you can buy them at lightning rounds. Now, what I will say to you guys as well is look at the ones that go up the most. So, like, let me actually take you back to that page real quick, right? So you look at a guy, who's a guy that goes up the most a lot when it comes to SBCs. Let's go take a look at, like, this Godin, okay? This Godin is 11.2 thousand coins right now, right? He just went from 11.5 all the way to 13. He went from 13 to 15. He went from 14 all the way to 17, right? So he's hit high points before, right? Again, you buy this at 10.5, you're selling it at like 13.5. That's like 2.5k a card right there. You look at a guy like Skriniar, right? He's 11.5k. He's a Serie A center back, obviously. He went from 12k all the way to 13.7. That's a 2,000 coin rise. 14 to 15.7, 14 all the way up to 18.4. Right? When they're really used in SBCs, these guys do really good. And the bulk of the supply this weekend is going to be really today on the market. And I think that's going to be where you guys can buy 84s, 85s, and 86s. And I feel like 84 and 85s in general, looking at the ones that go up the most. So you look at this Witsel card, for example, okay? You go look at this gold Witsel, and right now on the market, I mean, he literally went from like last week 6,000 coins. He went all the way to 7.2. Right now he's 6.1 again. Again, if he goes down to 5.5, what tells you over the last couple weeks that this guy's not going to stay above 6,000 coins at the minimum? And that's why you guys want to be really looking out for the cards that rise the most. And we talked to you guys a couple videos ago on how to actually look through some of these prices, right? You look at a guy like Tagliafico. He's left back. He's 84 overall. Any SPC they drop is going to really require him because he has high chemistry and he gets links to other players, right? So just be looking at some fodder today. 84s and 85s I would specifically be looking at, but there's other places you can look at as well. You might have to hold depending on SPC. And for the questions that I get asked all the time is, when do I sell this fodder? You sell when you're happy making the profit you are on a certain card. They need to drop an SBC. This fodder question that everyone always asks, like, when do I sell these cards? It's not up to me when you sell these cards. It is up to EA Sports to put out an SBC that makes the market rise for fodder, right? There's got to be an in-demand SBC that people want to do to get fodder to rise. That's not on me. That is on EA Sports. So that is the question I think a lot of you guys want answered, and I gave it to you right there. There's a couple different ways to look at the market today. Talking about the the objective. We may get an objective today, we might not, who knows. If we do, pay attention to cards that are getting multiple kind of here. Like, for example, right, we're going to be looking at, and I don't know what I just did for my Suarez, but, right, for example, 4-star finishers, strikers, right, La Liga players, they all match this, right? Meta players that were 4-star that were strikers also, but also just attackers in general, they did really good on Friday, and they continue to go up on Monday because people need to use them for objectives, and some people do start objectives on Friday, and that's why you see an initial rise. So you could see rises on them. Now, let me talk to you guys about this Fud Watch tweet that we saw earlier today, and it is a like team of the year design type thing, but for me, it looks like it's going to be around the same design as like the Bale and the Versalco that we've gotten in years past, where it was kind of like a team of the year moments item, and it was like a team of the year specific SBC. I think this is going to be something they do for maybe a Muller, a Thiago, a Son. I don't know, something along those lines. I think one of those players will be putting into an SBC today. And we also did get man of the match cards, which I believe is going to start, I guess, tonight on Friday. So that'll be really interesting. More cards to trade with. Guys, we'll talk about man of the match cards. It's amazing how to trade with these orange Fanta cards, but we'll get into that in another video. These cards are going to be absolutely filthy. That card design is so nice, by the way, for the man of the match cards. Let's talk a little bit more about today. So during lightning rounds, okay, you guys could also, by the way, I did not mention it, get on bids on Fodder. We talk about it every single Friday, but bidding during lightning rounds, especially that first hour when everyone is ripping their safe packs, everyone is ripping lightning rounds, nobody is focusing on bidding, everybody focuses on sniping. That is where you guys get to capitalize and get some fantastic deals on Fodder. And I'm telling you guys right now, I will not be wrong on this. You will be able to get Fodder at decent prices on bid if you just be persistent with it. Another thing you guys could do today, when it comes to like icons, right? You can look at icon trading. Now, here's a couple different things you guys can do. You can do the basic filter. Obviously, we always talk about on Fridays. You do the basic filter with, you know, you go to 59 minute, you put in your budget, and you go there and you see if you find any deals, right? Because people, what they're doing is they might be pretty quick to put an icon up on the transfer list or on the transfer market because they're trying to they were trying to go quick, right? Because the lightning rounds are fast. So see what happens there. You can also do this filter that I like to do on Fridays, and it's like, it's not set in stone every week, but you can pretty much go like 117, 200, and then like 15 mil. And what you do is you pretty much try to get one card listed above the hourly, and you just try to snipe on that last card. So for example, you have like 118, 119, 119, 118. Okay, so that's perfect, right? So what I do is I put my max price at 118, and now what I'm looking at doing is, you see right here, this Baggio one he's at 501 right here. But if I could, right, Carlos Alvarez just popped up at 104, I can literally compare price on this Ian Wright, and I will get onto the first card that appears on this. And the icons on Friday, they get sold off so fast at times. This filter is really good. If you know icon prices, this is a very good filter to do. Again, the minimum start price, the current bid price, is not going to be set in stone every time. You got to play around with it to get one player listed above the hourly. So that's also another thing you guys can do. 10, 20, 30 will also be a very good way to make coins tomorrow or today on the market, because a lot of people are not going to really be looking at bidding in general, right? So looking at a guy like Gervinho or looking at a guy like Canales, look at past specials, guys that are out of packs, guys that maybe people are kind of sleeping on a little bit. You're going to be able to make some good coins on this filter today if you're persistent and you know what they sell for, the fluctuations they go through. Remember, if you're doing this 10, 20, 30 filter, you have to be looking at FUPIN because you have to know what the card's been selling at. Like, for example, this Marcelo, if this guy goes from like 16 to 18 multiple times a day, well, guess what? And obviously he's in packs, so that's not going to really make much sense. But if he was out of packs and he went from 16 to 18 multiple times a day, I would bid up until like 15.7, even though maybe somebody at that time, if the guy is 16,000, right, he might just bid up until like 15 to make profit, and then I'm able to sell him every single time at 18. So that's kind of like what I'd be looking at if I were you guys, is this 10, 20, 30 filter. Silvers are going to be amazing today. Reason being, they have no supply, and people are still doing League SBCs, right? You look at this guy, Martin. He's the cheapest silver in the Premier League at 750. And what you can do is you can just compare price snipe underneath this and make a shit ton of coins on this filter. Okay, you can do the Premier League, you can do La Liga, you can do Serie A, you can Bundesliga and Liga, and they all have League SBCs right now. And the reason why it's really good to do silver trading and also non-rare gold trading, for example, if you go to like a team like, let's say, gold common center backs or defenders from, let's say, Burnley, or no, let's go center backs. And the reason why this is so good right now is because so many people are, you know, and they're like 1,200 coins, right? The reason why this is so good is because people are doing the league upgrades, and what they're doing is they're rinsing them into the Premier League SBC, but sometimes they're not going to have all players in the SBC, so they're going to have to go buy a player or two off the market, and that's why their prices are rising, because there's no pack supply for the non-rare golds. So expect them to probably rise maybe a little bit, but also you can trade with them as well. Like looking at Burnley defenders, or looking at Crystal Palace defenders, Southampton, right? Left mids, right mids. Just kind of get a little creative with it, I would say, when it comes to like some of these filters in the Prem, in Ligue 1, in La Liga. The Prem is really popular because there's a lot of tradable packs, and that is what you guys can make some coins on. Trying to think of anything else right here. Obviously, Team of the Years today. Listen, when it comes to Team of the Years, I think they're going to drop again, right? I do think they're dropping again today. Ronaldo's at 9 mil right now. Bruno's at 4.4. I've been on record to say that today might be the cheapest time for some of these guys, or at least like a cheap point. And the reason I say that is because there's going to be so many packs open, so many safe packs, so many lightning rounds, that these guys are going to drop, and they will start dropping a few hours before lightning rounds today in the panic selling. So they should keep dropping. Now, if the drop-offs before 6 are incredible, like say for example, Bruno's at 3.8 or 3.9, right? He drops so far down because people are anticipating there's so much pack supply that they drop. That is going to be an opportunity, I think, to buy him before 6 p.m. But it's all about looking at how many people are selling off. Because when I say that, I say to you guys, you know, Bruno goes down like 400k. These are people that are like anticipating the card to go cheaper. What that means is they're selling early and they're trying to buy back during the supply. And when you have all these people doing it, it's going to make the card rise up. So I'd be paying attention to some of these guys, because a lot of them, I like some of these out of packs, right? Like Bruno, I think, goes out out of packs. I think Davies goes up. I think Van Dijk possibly. I think a guy like Trent might as well, right? I'd be focusing on these type of cards. The ones I would kind of stay away from, maybe Lewandowski. I don't really know how much higher that card can really go. Obviously, Neymar and Ronaldo, like, they'll be decent. Like, if they drop today, this could be an opportunity to buy them. I just don't see Saturday and Sunday really being an opportunity to buy some of these cards, because I think there's going to be too many eyes on them. Now, I could be wrong on that, obviously, but for me, the bulk of the supply is coming on Friday. What I remember last year is Friday during lightning rounds, these cards were cheap, and what happened is they skyrocketed at night because everybody wanted to play Weekend League, try these new cards out on the top tier gameplay, and that's why they rose up so much. They got rare, and again, so much demand in these cards. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Make sure you guys do drop a like, subscribe if you're new right here, and I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out. 100 upgrades, 2 walkouts, De Gea and Lloris. Oh no. Yeah, these are bad today. That's Team of the Year! Oh my god, let's go! Come on, baby. Come on. English, I'll fucking take Trent. Let's go, boys! Finally, we're off the fucking mark! Yes! We'll take it! We will take it, finally! 800 packs! 800 packs! We get Trent! Let's go! Let's go, baby! Finally, man! 800 fucking packs, dude!